This is Talk to Kedi, sharing knowledge, liberating minds. Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for joining us on this exciting edition of your number one educative online broadcast, Talk to Kedi. This edition is dedicated to the commemoration of 2021 World Diabetes Day, which will be coming up on Sunday, 14th of November 2021. So today we'll be looking at a very sensitive topic. Yeah, sensitive because it is supposedly responsible for the death of millions of people across the world every year. It is that serious. So sit back, relax as we exhaustively talk about diabetes, prevention, causes, and solutions. My name is Sarah Ebuna. Thank you so much for joining us. So, with me in the studio today is a well-known and certified herbal practitioner. He is a health and wealth coach, and of course, he is a licensed herbal practitioner with Lagos State Traditional Medicine Board. And of course, don't forget that he is a resourceful Kedi distributor. He is none other than our very own Mr. Olabode Ovuko. I hope I got that right.
Yes.
All right, you're welcome to the studio, Mr. Olabode. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for coming on the show today. Oh, I forgot to mention this. On the 25th of June 2021, Mr. Olabode Ovuku was honored with an award. He was honored as the most outstanding. Let me read it out very well. Okay, Mr. Olabode was honored as Africa's most outstanding herbal health consultant of the year 2021. So it is safe for me to brag that I have with me in the studio an award-winning herbal practitioner, Mr. Olabode Ovuku. Thank you so much for coming on the show today. Don't mind me, I like to brag. So let me brag very well. Today, the person I have with me in the studio today is an award-winning practitioner. So don't worry. It is safe to tell you that any question you have with regards to this topic will be dealt with. Okay, so sit back, relax, make use of the comment section, and let's get talking. But before we go deeper into today's topic, let me allow Mr. Olabode to introduce himself briefly to our viewers.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity to be at the Talk to Kedi.
Yes, it is Talk to Kedi.
It's a privilege.
Okay.
I thank you for that.
All right. I am pretty sure that you will learn a thing or two from Mr. Olabode Ovuku today before he leaves our studio today. Okay, but in case you're tuning in for the first time, this is Talk to Kedi, sharing knowledge, liberating minds. And it's coming to you from the stable of Kedi Healthcare Industries Nigeria Limited, the leading provider of quality healthcare products and services in Nigeria. This podcast remains your surest platform for apt and accurate information about the company's offerings. And with that, I mean our products, our events, our promotions, and of course, other contemporary issues that have the capacity to affect your health and your business. Don't miss this podcast fortnightly. I'm telling you, you won't regret it. Okay, now let's go to the business of today. According to the World Health Organization, over 422 million people across the world have diabetes. And then that's not it. That's not all. It has been discovered that about 1.5 million people die every year as a result of diabetes. Now, that's not the one that got me. The one that got me is the fact that many people have diabetes but do not even know at the moment, and which is very sad. Now, the last one is, according to World Health Organization, the increasing number of the people living with diabetes is becoming worrisome. And that is why we have Mr. Olabode Ovuku in the studio today to do justice to what diabetes really is. What are the types of diabetes that we have? What are the causes of diabetes? And what are the possible solutions? Okay, so I would advise that you take this topic seriously. Don't say, well, I don't have diabetes, so let me just go and sell let me just go about my business. No knowledge is a waste. Sit back and learn, okay? If you know anyone who is battling with diabetes, okay, share this link with the person and let us get talking. If you have any question whatsoever with regards to this topic, please don't be shy. Don't be shy. Just make use of the comment section and talk to us. Ask your questions, okay? And then our guest is here. He will do justice to all of your questions. And then if you need to talk to us, after the broadcast, let us know. We will initiate a conversation with you and then we will guide you, okay? So let us do this together. I hope for our regular viewers, you know that each edition we usually have a teaser. So the teaser of today's edition is, what do you know about diabetes? Some of us assume that we know. An assumption, of course, is the lowest level of knowledge. What exactly do you know about diabetes? Okay, so make use of the comment section and share your personal experience with us or your clinical experience with us. I know that majority of people watching us are care distributors, obviously. Okay, so you can share your clinical experience with us. You have a patient you're managing, do you understand? Make use of the comment section. Let us learn. We would also love to learn from you. So while our guest is here, dishing out some very important tips, we will also love to read from you. We'll be taking your comments and we'll also be taking your questions. The teaser for today is, what exactly do you know about diabetes? So share your personal experience with us or your clinical experience. We would love to hear from you. So let's go on. This is the point where I hand over to our guest for today. Our guest, Mr. Olabode, will be taking us through the types of diabetes, the causes of diabetes, and then the possible solution. So make use of the comment section and talk to KJ. Mr. Olabode, are you ready for me?
Yes.
All right then. So my first question is, in the simplest of terms possible, tell us, what exactly is diabetes? How can you explain diabetes to a layman for easy understanding?
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, diabetes as a disease, I will say we have, for we as individual, there is an organ, pancreas, which is within all of us. And what that organ does is that organ, it produces what we call hormone insulin, which what this hormone insulin actually helps in terms of energy, in terms of helping us to converting the energy, that is the sugar, into what the body can use. If you don't mind, let me just make a brief explanation. Okay, yeah. Every one of us, we need energy for whatever we are doing. It takes me energy to be here today.
Of course.
And what actually helps us in producing energy, most of it comes from the carbohydrate we eat. And since it comes from the carbohydrate we eat, when we ingest or we eat, what it actually does is that it's broken down for the pancreas to now produce insulin, so that it can now pass it to the body tissue or the body cells to now produce energy. But in a situation when when there is a problem with the pancreas, that it cannot produce the insulin for use, either the insulin produced is not enough, or it did not produce at all, or the ones produced cannot be utilized by the body, then that is where we have the problem called diabetes disease. So, and once there is diabetes disease, it leads to several challenges. So, in summary, and that is how I will just try to explain that it is a simple definition, that is when the hormone produced by the pancreas, okay, which is insulin, is not coming out. That is when we can now know that there's a diabetes, because we all need energy. Without energy, no one of us can live.
Okay, so let me take you up on this point. I understand, I know that we have different types of diabetes.
Yeah.
We have the type 1, we have the type 2, we have the pre-diabetes, and then we have the gestational diabetes. Okay, so for the purpose of our viewers, I know, but for our viewers who probably may not know, what are the differences? Okay, what are the differences between each of these types of diabetes?
Okay. The type 1 diabetes is usually the one that there is no, the body, the pancreas is not producing the hormone insulin, and it's usually common with children or people below 20 years, and the possibility is believed that it's the one common with the gene. So when it is no longer producing hormone, the insulin hormone, there is a problem. And usually the solution for that is the common injection, which the person needs to be taking regularly in order to have that it is not enough for the use to produce, for it to move the sugar to the tissue for use. Or at times, the insulin is not cannot be utilized by the body. In such cases, that is regarded as type 2. And from record, that is the most common, which is about 95% of people that have that challenge, you know. So the other one is the gestational diabetes, which is usually for women when they are pregnant. That is when it's usually diagnosed, and the best way to manage it is especially through lifestyle, and it should be taken serious because it can also affect the baby if it's not well maintained.
Okay. All right, let me take you up on what you just said. You said the type 2 is the most common.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so who are the people that are susceptible to this type of diabetes? You talked about the first one, that's type 1, that is between a particular age. Now, for this type 2, who are the people that are most susceptible to this type?
For type 2, it is common among adults, especially from the age of 40 and above, especially as the person gets older. You know, the possibility of one having that type 2 is possible.
Okay. All right. This is still Talk to Kedi. sharing knowledge, liberating minds. And our topic for today is diabetes, prevention, causes, and possible solutions. Okay, so the teaser for today is, what do you know about diabetes? So while we listen to Mr. Olabode Oguku here in the studio, we would love to hear from you too. What do you know about diabetes? Share with us your personal experience or your clinical experience. We would love to learn from you. Or if you have any question with regards to this topic or to any of our previous topics, with regards to any of our promotions or anything you would like to know, make use of the comment section and talk to us. We are listening and will do justice to all of your questions. Okay, so now let me go to my next question for Mr. Olabode. According to the World Health Organization, the rate of diabetes, it keeps skyrocketing by the day. Now, what would you attribute this alarming increase to? Because it is becoming alarming.
Okay, thank you. I will. There will be several factors for it, but I will mention three. The first one I will mention is our lifestyle in terms of eating.
Yeah, I was
Yes, and if we see that the major problem is the hustling bustling. Okay, for example, now for me to be here today, I have to leave home very early, and that means the likelihood I may not have eaten before coming is there. Okay, for me it happens occasionally. There are people that every day it is their lifestyle, so they are being forced to eat junks, processed food that are not really healthy. Okay, that will affect the pancreas. So that is one aspect. Okay, on this particular again, one other thing is that ignorance.
Okay.
Okay, people, yes, ignorance. People not like this program, which is very wonderful. Many people, they will not even put it into consideration.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So the other thing that I also believe caused it is lack of physical exercise.
Oh, really?
Yes, because we all need, at least from my own observation and research, we need a form of a 30 minutes activity that you move the whole body every day.
30 minutes.
Yeah, and it's so cheap if you can afford walking for like 30 minutes. But how many of us are doing it?
Right.
That is the problem. So those people, maybe in their office, they sit down from morning till evening. And in such cases, they may not know, especially if you are blessed and you have like cars, chains of cars, you move from your car to your office, and so you're not doing exercise. So these are also another factor that is contributing to the problem. And finally, the third one I will mention is an area people ESA don't even talk about it. Is the emotion of the individuals.
Oh, really?
That contributes a lot to it. Like stress. If you doubt me, someone that is always stressed, go and check the cardiovascular organs of such people and the brain. You will always see there is always a challenge. And there are some people choose possibly anger. Yes, anger affects especially the liver. And if you understand how our body eats, when there is a challenge in one organ, it's a matter of time it will touch the other organs. And another aspect is if you look at fear. Fear also, let's use Nigeria as a case study now. There's fear of, okay, kidnappers and things like that. So there's a lot of things bothering people, and these are part of what even in the medical line, you know, when they are diagnosing people's head, they don't usually take that aspect serious. But I can tell you that contributes more to the problem, because if you can solve that problem, you solve a majority of the problem, 50%. So, and how do we resolve it? The best way to resolve it is people should, as much as possible, maintain positive attitude. So those are, I think, the major issues that is causing the problem.
Okay. From research, I also understand the fact that this diabetes we have can be attributed to hereditary. Some are hereditary, you know, and then some can also be attributed to lifestyle, like you just mentioned. Okay, now tell us, what other factors are responsible? What other factors can relate to diabetes apart from some of the ones that I just mentioned now?
Yeah, okay. Yes, we cannot go, you know, when we talk of, yes, you know, when it comes to the, like, which you mentioned, which is genetic, okay, that's one, yes, you can say, you can manage it successfully, especially with the right attitude and like healthy products. But like this other one, lifestyle, I can say lifestyle is the major problem. I have many of my friends that when we are even in secondary school, they make it an habit, taking alcohol and things like that. But I can tell you many of them now, they say that they are experiencing either chronic of the type 2 diabetes, or they have stroke or things like that. So alcohol is one of the problems. Smoking is also another factor, because as you smoke, it contaminates the oxygen in the body, and along the line, it affects also the organ. The other area is in terms of like as I mentioned, being active. Being active.
So are there environmental factors, like say environmental pollution, having personal hygiene? Are there factors like that?
Yes. Noise pollution. Okay, I don't know if you have been in an environment where there's so much noise. If it's possible, go and check your BP. You will see that one, you can't sleep well, and it affects even the organs. So another aspect is water.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people, the water they take is not really hygienic, and they don't know, maybe because they don't take it serious. And these are factors that one way or the other, as I explained, once it affects one organs, it also affects some other organs. But the basic is lifestyle, exercise, that means being active, and your attitude. Okay, when I say attitude, for example, now, if you are someone and you have the art of unforgiving, yes, you know, it affects the organs, and it distorts the functioning of the body. And these are major areas, and I'm putting that challenge to scientists. They should start investigating in that area, and they will discover that once they can solve, once they can uh, convince people that when you are angry, or when you are depressed, or uh, when you live in fear, it contributes a lot to your health challenge.
Okay, no problem then. I have this distant relative, okay, who's battling with diabetes.
Okay.
And I recall that the doctor told her to avoid eating some things.
Okay.
And then she should make sure that every day she must eat some certain things. Okay? So for the purpose of probably one or two people who are watching us who are probably battling with diabetes, what are those things that a diabetic patient should avoid? You know? And what are those things that a diabetic patient must eat? Okay? Can you help us with them?
Okay. Well, for me, based on my own experience, you should avoid junk food.
Okay.
You know?
By junks, let's explain it.
Okay, when I mean by junks, like occasionally, you will eat it because at times I have had a situation experience that they say, okay, my sugar level is low, and possibly maybe I'm over conscious of what I eat or what I don't eat. Then, in such cases, but for most people, they need to reduce like the eating of like meat pie, and when I say processed food, like most of these foods that comes in tin, imagine canned food, okay, and one should also try and reduce fried food, okay, and the good thing, like if you take more of carbohydrates, for example, I come from Ondo State where our people they love pounded yam. But the good thing is that if you observe them, they usually eat it with rich vegetables. They always eat it with vegetables
To balance it out.
to balance it. So that is one angle to it. So another thing I will also suggest or one should also avoid is alcohol. Uh, food that are, or let me put it like, what are the food that is really good for the body? More of, take food more of fiber, fruits, vegetables, food that comes more from the soil,
Okay.
that have not been, let me say, processed, that has not been by our, there are some food now which I will not want to mention, you understand, because they're actually selling in the market. But they are really not really hygienic for a diabetes patients. But because it is fast to prepare, they just put it on fire and within some minutes.
Oh yeah, I get it.
It's done.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So such food they should just avoid. Take more of food that is more natural and make it an habit to be taking water like your beverage, like a kind of, for me as an example now, if you see me drinking water, the way when people relax and drinking beer, the way they enjoy it, that's the way I take water, and I just zip it, in the morning. If I tell you this morning, I've taken at least 2 liters
Wow.
of water. You will notice that immediately I came, I asked for that this myself. You understand? But in the past, I'm not doing it. But when I started doing it, I observed that my head gets better. I'm not having issue. So these are, we should try to be more natural. in our lifestyle. We don't need to run with the crowds. Okay, yeah, maybe going to eateries and things like that. It should be occasional. It should not be an habit, because you are actually killing the system or making the organs to overwork.
And then
Yeah.
gradually you are killing your organs.
Yeah.
Okay, then this is still Talk to Kedi. To my next question, do you know that, sir, up till now, some people still feel that diabetes is a joke? Some people still feel that it is nothing to worry about. It's just one of those things. And then besides as it that we have complications that as a result of diabetes, like there are some associated diseases that can come up as a result of diabetes. So can you take us through some of them? Like if you have diabetes and you do not manage it properly, what are those associated diseases that could come up as a result of this?
Yeah. One of the diseases that is usually common, okay, is when it relates to maybe like blood pressure. Okay, it's one aspect, or I can just put it any aspect that relates to the cardiovascular. Okay, is an area where person have diabetes, and or do I just put it that when a person is expressing diabetes, you start on the symptoms. Okay, it's you start feeling a form of weakness. You feel all the time. You are always tired. That is also what if you call it a challenge. You know, you also feel at times maybe your hand or legs, it's as if it's not part of you. You know, so and you also notice that maybe you tend to be you, urinating frequently, you know, especially in the night. And at times when you maybe just have finished eating and you just feel like as if you're not even eating, you feel like eating again. Okay, for me it's a challenge. Okay, all these are signs that if you have not diagnosed of diabetes, it's already knocking on the door. Okay, and if you also put into consideration that when there is no energy, the body is exposed to a lot of issues. So the chances of a person now start experiencing different infections. As you treat one, another one comes up. Okay, so it's also another thing one should also notice. But you always see that once there is a problem with the pancreas not producing insulin that can move the sugar to the body cells, different form of challenges will always come up. So, there are many. If you just ask me, mention one, I will tell you.
All right, our time is running out. But before we go, let me ask you this. I know that Kedi has products for diabetes, okay? Because I want us to give hope to anyone who is watching and has diabetes that there is actually something you can do. It is not a death sentence, okay, as it were. So what are those Kedi products that you have probably used in your clinical experience that you have used administered on your patients? Okay, so what are those Kedi products, and then what was the result?
Okay, thank you. Well, I think before even going to the treatment, I will advise people that are listening to us. I will encourage them to get the Kedi Lycovite.
Oh.
The Kedi Lycovite is a dietary supplement because it's one product that It prevents, if you, and it's cheap because it contains 60 tablets, just one daily. It helps you, it helps towards preventing diabetes. Even, and especially even for men, that, I know this is not part of today, okay, you can have maybe prostate enlargement. You know, taking one tablet of lipobite, you know, it's like you'll be using one bed to kill several stones. And those that are already treating diabetes, if they also make it an habit, they should just add this lipobite. Because when we say something is dietary supplement, that means it's filling in a gap in what you are supposed to be eating. It's giving you certain things that is missing. So that is that, by the way. So, and when it comes to treatment, again, before I mention the products for treatment, I will use this opportunity. Whatever I'm saying, most of what I'm saying is what I'm doing. I take lipobite daily. I don't have diabetes, and thank God for it. But I have learned that prevention is better than cure. And I also, because the nature of my job, I do more of sitting down. And I know that, as I said, that 30 minutes of walking, I enjoy walking, but I don't usually have the time. But one thing that has saved me and has helped many of my clients is the KEDI blood circulation machine. It's that machine, you know, believe me, if they sell it $1 million, it's worth it. A lot of people, when it comes to their head, which is their body, because we are not this body. This body is a clock. If you tell them, buy something of even 50,000 naira that will enhance your body, then you will see them, they will say, what? You know? But for their car, I can tell you, okay? So, the blood circulation machine, I'm not just saying it. This morning, I've spent 30 minutes on it. You understand? I don't compromise it. Okay? And I have many of my clients too. Okay? Because we as KEDI distributors, I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm digressing. What we need is to satisfy the client so that they will always come. So their lifestyle, you should always work on that. And that's why I'm also emphasizing this now. Okay? So that gives you, the blood circulation machine gives you the 30 minutes you need daily. Then I now come to the products for treatment. The KEDI products for treatment, when it comes to diabetes, the products are golden seeds and diabetic. The two products, they complement themselves. But I have, that's my own experience, that if it is not that serious, you know, the golden seeds can take care of it successfully. But if it has been getting complicated, then you need to complement it with the diabetic. And like you mentioned that, what is my experience with my clients? As you said, it's two people came to my mind. I have one, is a military lady. You know, I suggested the two products, you know, but one thing, what I usually do is I first let you know you are responsible for your health.
Exactly. First.
You are responsible. So don't come and tell me, give me guarantee. I will ask you, once you are living a lifestyle that is healthy, it is just natural, because the thing you just fall sick that way. She told me, she said now, I should be doing, they said, I should not level is now okay. I hope I can start eating all those things that I cannot, you know. And I asked her, said, Ma, like what? Can you give me an example? And she mentioned that she loves like suya and all, you know. And I said, and I just asked her that suya, from what we've discussed, is it good for your health or not? And she told me, and she said, I thought I'm okay now. I said, you want to go back to that. Okay? So that is just to prove to you the Kedi products are good. The second person, as I'm speaking to him, I've never met him. He found me online. The man is based in Port Harcourt. And we just communicate. Okay, and I referred him to the service center in Port Harcourt, and that was why he bought the products. I was using it. And he told me the other drugs he's using, he has dropped it to that this product is good for him. But whenever he called me, I emphasize on his lifestyle. So it's not, you enjoy your life, but give your body what, especially when you are getting older, from 40 years, you should start eating what will benefit your body, not what you like.
Exactly. Thank you so much. I will come back to my guest. But before I wrap up the show today, let me take a few announcements. Okay, the first announcement I have here is a very important one. Are you ready? Okay, Kedi 7-layer sanitary pad online testimony contest is on. It started on the 1st of November, and up to now, some of you are yet to send in your entry. Now, let me tell you, let me just give you a summary of what the contest is about. Okay, it's very, very simple. Make a video of yourself. Okay, recommend Kedi 7-layer sanitary pad to your friend. Post the video on your account, either on Facebook or on Instagram. On Facebook, tag at Kedi Healthcare Industries. On Instagram, tag at Kedi Healthcare _official. Simple, and then share the video. Get the highest likes to win. Let me tell you what you will win, because some of you don't know. Let me gist you. You get to win our new product, Kedi 7-layer panty liner. That's not all. You also get to join our 7-layer fan club, where you win other exciting prizes. You still have, how many days? Today's Thursday. The contest will be ending by 12 p.m. on Sunday. If you are yet to make your video, finish this podcast. After this podcast, make your video, post your video and tag us. You cannot afford to miss out on this fantastic product, okay? So you'll be one of the first to enjoy our new product, Kedi 7-layer panty liner. Hurry now. Make your video, upload it and tag us. I am waiting. All right, I'm waiting. Now, another good news I have here is this. Have you seen this? Have you seen this? Okay, it is the newest edition of Kedi Inspire magazine. Okay, we have the women edition. In this edition, you have different fantastic articles. Okay, first, this edition x-rays the success stories of some of our female distributors who are making waves in the business. You are a woman out there and you are still wondering, should I join Kedi business or not? Will I make it or not? How do I balance my family with this business? Will my family not crash? Forget it. We have women who are making waves in the business. Okay, so this edition x-rays some of our female, the stories of some of our female distributors. How are they balancing work and family? Okay, so get your copy, read through this article. We also have articles on fashion, we have articles on health, we have articles on business. Okay, you cannot afford to miss out on this edition. It is awesome. Okay, so locate the closest Kedi training center and get your copy today. Don't just buy it. Okay, buy it, read through the articles, and then replicate some of these points. I tell you, you will thank me later. Okay, now the third and final edition of Kedi 2021 foundation training will be coming up on 17th and 18th of November. That is just next week. Okay, next week, Wednesday and Thursday, we'll be having the final foundation training in 2021. And then, of course, it's open to all one-star consultant distributors to four-star consultant distributors. Wherever you are in Nigeria, locate the closest training venue to attend. Honestly, promises to be great. Of course, you know the saying that the best is always reserved for the last. So this is the last edition, and I tell you to be great. Locate the closest training center and join this training. It is free, absolutely free. Okay, this Saturday we'll be storming the city of Umuahia. We'll be storming the city of Umuahia, where if you are a resident of Umuahia or its environs, join us this Saturday by 10 a.m. Okay, the address is on our Facebook page, okay, Evergreen Hotel. Join us there. It promises to be great. You can mobilize your downlines, let them join us this Saturday by 10 a.m. at Umuahia. Honestly, Umuahia will be painted yellow and blue this Saturday. Trust me. Okay, so the countdown to our September to November promo is on. Oh, today is 11th of November, and the promo will be wrapping up on the 30th of November. You are yet to participate, you can still do so. You still have you still have a few days to join the promo and win. Our mega products promo 2 will be coming to an end on the 30th of November 2021. If you are yet to participate in these promotions, you are missing a lot. To ask those who have won. I mean, winners are emerging daily. You cannot afford to be left out. Okay, so join the promo today. Our registration award promo is also on. Okay, this one will be on till next year, December 2022. And what does it entail? You get one Kedi Gum Care toothpaste when you register as a Kedi distributor. Okay, so this is the best time to register. Tell your loved ones, your friends, or your colleagues in the office, tell all of them that this is the best time to register as a Kedi distributor, because as soon as you register, you get one Kedi Gum Care toothpaste, that big one, you get it free. Okay, so register with us today. Now, do not forget that Kedi 2022 Car Award promo is on. Some of us have forgotten that car award promo is still on. You can still join the race. I mean, the promo will be on till next year, February ending next year. Okay, so join the race today. Hey, if it be you, that beautiful car may be yours. Join the promo today. If you would like to advertise your business in the next edition of Kedi Inspire Magazine, you would like to tell the world what you do. You want the world to know what you do and where you are. Don't forget that popular saying that says, if you are in the dark and you are winking at someone in the dark, nobody will see you. Okay? You have a fantastic business. You want the world to know about your service center or what you do. Okay? Contact the editor today on 080 406476 to tell the world what you do at affordable rates. Don't forget that our social media platforms are active round the clock to attend to your inquiries. On Facebook, we have an account, Kedi Headquarters Lagos. On Facebook, we have a page at Kedi Healthcare Industries. On Instagram, we are at Kedi Healthcare _official. On LinkedIn, we are at Kedi Healthcare. Don't forget that we have a YouTube channel. Those of you sending me messages on daily basis, send us this video, send me this promo video. I will not send. I will not send. Go to our YouTube channel, click on the subscribe button, and then download any of our videos that you want. We have different videos there, different educative videos that you can use for your prospecting. Okay, so go on YouTube, search for Kedi Healthcare, click on the subscribe button, and download any of our videos that you want. Of course, don't forget our mobile application, Kedi Care app. Download yours today and make use of the exclusive features to grow your business. We also have our website, www.kedihealth.com. All of these, okay, are specially designed to help your business grow. Okay, make use of them and thank me later. Now I leave you with our Dr. Cat tip for this edition. Are you ready? Our Dr. Cat tip for this edition says, when wealth is lost, nothing is lost. When health is lost, everything is lost, because health, like money, let me not rush. I can see some people writing. Okay, you can write it down. It's a very interesting quote from our Dr. Cap desk. This edition, it says, when wealth is lost, nothing is lost. But when health is lost, everything is lost because health is like money. We never have a true idea of its value until we lose it. Do not wait till you lose your health before you start running helter skelter. Okay? Prevention, like our guest said, prevention is better than cure. Let me give you my own version of that adage. Me, I love to put it like this. Prevention is better, safer, and even cheaper than cure. Protect yourself today. We have Kedi healthcare products for you. We have dietary supplements. Nothing is too much to spend on your health. We are commemorating World Diabetes Day. Okay, we'll be doing that um, in a big way on Sunday. Protect yourself. This life no get duplicates. This life no get part two. Our guest talked about physical exercise. No matter how busy you are, take time to exercise. I used to say it's not difficult. You don't need to go to the gym. You can just do few minutes inside your room, stretch your body, you can jump, you can do all of these things. And then some of us we eat junk. It is not a sign of prosperity. You amass everything, this junk, and you put everything in your body, and then tomorrow you call Kedi Healthcare. Your lifestyle is very important. Nobody will do this one for you. Okay? Take care of yourself. Take that consciously and intentionally. Take care of yourself. Watch your lifestyle. Watch what you eat. You know, at this point in time in life, it is not so much about all of those junks anymore. Take natural things. Drink water, physical exercise, protect yourself. Kedi healthcare dietary supplements, take them. Take them, they are affordable. Protect yourself and your loved ones. See, a word they say is enough for the wise. People are dying. You cannot afford to find yourself in some of these circumstances when you have Kedi. Okay? Protect yourself, protect your loved ones. I leave you on this note, okay? It is a wrap on the show today. Protect yourself. Diabetes is not a death sentence. You can actually, it is preventable. As deadly as it is preventable. Protect yourself. Prevention is better than cure. Before I say my final goodbye, let me allow Mr. Labodi to say his goodbye to our viewers.
Yeah, thank you for listening to me. And I believe we've learned one or two things.
Exactly.
Okay, so I wish all of us success in whatever we are doing. The grace of the Almighty Father will be with us. Continue to enjoy the day.
Amen. So protect yourself. Protect yourself. Health is wealth. I remain your regular host, Sarah Egun. Until I come your way next time, please protect yourself and your loved ones with Kedi Healthcare products. God bless you.